Hello and welcome to my channel. It's the Network Specialist. Please like the video, subscribe to my channel, and hit that notification bell so that you know each and every time I upload a video. Today we will be talking about celebrity news and hot topics. So let's get into it. So, the first person we're going to talk about today, and we're not going to dive too deep into Porsha and Simon because they have definitely took over the internet. But I do want to give my take on the situation because so far you guys have not heard from me. So, what I want to say about the situation is that Simon is big mad, okay? Because Portia pulled a you on you, okay? So it doesn't feel good when somebody does the same thing to you that you've done to other people, you know. So you did this, you did to Fallon what Portia is now doing to you, and it doesn't feel so good. Hey, kicking it with Courtney. Thanks for being here. And so the reason why this photo looks this way is because Simon thought that he had his golden ticket, that he would be in the limelight because obviously that's what he wants. That's why, he's so flashy on social media. That's why, he wants to fly these private jets, posting every 5 minutes or whatever the case may be, because he is, an attention whore. So, what Simon is so mad about and he's so big mad about is that he's fading into the dark. You know, he's almost becoming non existent because, he's not with Portia anymore. So, nobody really knew who he was before he met Portia. Yes, they made a very brief appearance on, Real Housewives of Atlanta, which is what he always wanted, which is what he was always pushing Fallon to do, be on reality TV. So that's just what he wants. And he thought that he found that in Portia, somebody very loud, very flashy, whatever the case may be, that would look good on his arm. He did not consider the fact that he's a 60-year-old man. There is no way that he would be able to keep the attention of somebody like Portia. He didn't factor that into the equation. So now he's out here looking really stupid because, he just can't get over it. It's just like, you know, he's just doing whatever he can to stay relevant. And he never thought in a million years that Portia will pull the rug from out up under him. He thinks that because he has money, he can pretty much pay any woman to do whatever it is that he wants them to do, and that he's always going to have a seat because of his money. So let's move on, guys, to the next subject. And that is going to be Tyler Perry's Divorce in the Black. Drop down in the comments and let me know if you've seen it. I did have the opportunity to watch that movie last night. I think it's a pretty good movie. Now, I, like a lot of other people, stopped watching a lot of Tyler Perry movies because they were all just starting to look the same, the same plot. And it just kind of got old. So I think that Tyler Perry did listen, and I feel like he did try to change it up a little bit. So, it does have a little bit of a different plot to this movie. And it's very entertaining and it does keep your attention, unlike some of his other movies. Um, it does keep your attention. And it's also number one for the top 10 movies in the USA. So the movie is doing very well. And it is on Prime. So if you would like to watch that movie, definitely go take a look. Megan and Corey Hardick did their thing in this movie. And I do want to play a video of something maybe you guys have not seen that I did find out about Megan and Corey. Give me 1 second while I pull that up. I thought this was very, very interesting. And I hope you guys can hear it.
Because you love someone as a person, you're like, this is a good person, all those things. But when you see how good they are and what a talent they are as an actor, I was like, listen, you finna be out here, okay? And what I love about Corey is I think that, as a father and as a husband and all those things, that has really been the priority for him. And so also, as we kind of came to this same space where, we both were going through a divorce and
And
we
let me know if
connected
for
on
some reason
that
you can't
and
see it.
all those things. And I just thought, when I read the script, I said, he's so different than this character that I know that he will find the humanity and he will make this character way more complex. A lot of people play at the villain. And I think the greats who play the villain by understanding that there is humanity in them are the ones who create phenomenal performances. And I just knew that he was the guy. And so when Tyler asked me, he said, well, who do you think, da 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 da? And I said, Corey. And I think Tyler sat down and watched everything Corey was in and became a fan immediately, and it was one of those things too where I think it was an outlet for both of us as well. And I knew that beautiful things would come from it because we had so much to pour into it that was authentic. And Tyler gave us this opportunity. Well, I've known Corey for over 20 years. Right. And I know that Corey is a phenomenal actor. I remember going to the premiere of Brotherly Love, and I was like, Corey. I was like, oh my God, like, because you love someone as a person, you're like, this is a good person, all those things. But when you see how good they are and what a talent they are as an actor, I was like, listen, you finna be out here, okay? And what I love about Corey is I think that, as a father and as a husband and all those things, that has really been the priority for him. And so also, as we kind of came to this same space where, we both were going through a divorce and we connected on that and all those things. And I just thought, when I read the script, I said, he's so different than this character that I know that he will find the humanity and he will make this character way more complex. A lot of people play at the villain. And I think the greats who play the villain by understanding that there is humanity in them are the ones who create phenomenal performances. And I just knew that he was the guy. And so when Tyler asked me, he said, well, who do you think, da 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 da? And I said, Corey. And I think Tyler sat down and watched everything Corey was in and became a fan immediately, and it was one of those things too where I think it was an outlet for both of us as well. And I knew that beautiful things would come from it because we had so much to pour into it that was authentic. And Tyler gave us this opportunity. Well, I've known Corey for over 20
All
years.
right. And
And
kicking it with
I
Courtney,
know that
I
Corey
see
is a
that
phenomenal
you said
actor.
that you couldn't get into it, and I know you did mention that on your live. But I know you did say that you only watched it for 20 minutes. Did you go back and try to watch it again, or you never got a chance to do that, Courtney? Because I think if you give it a chance, you might like it. Because I was one of the ones that, stopped watching Tyler Perry and was kind of over it. But then everybody was talking about this movie. I said, let me just go and check it out and, see if I can get into it. Now, a fun fact about this movie is that LeBaric announced that his brother played in this movie, and I'll actually go to his social media so that we can I can pull up his shout out to his brother. And we had no idea that his brother was an actor. So he definitely comes from a good family. Give me 1 second. Let me pull that up. And let me remove this. So this is what LeBaric had to say. Check out my brother Barry Williams in Tyler Perry's new movie on Amazon Prime. He did his thing playing Morris. So he did play Morris, which was one of Dallas's brothers, one of his evil brothers in the movie. So let's stop sharing and let's go back and take another look at LeBaric's brother. And apparently he's played in some other movies that we knew nothing about. So now we can start looking out for him now that we know that he is an actor. They do look alike. I was looking at their like hairline because LeBaric keeps a tight fade and their hairline looks similar. Their facial features look similar. So they are very handsome guys. Absolutely. So I found that out that his brother was in that movie. And if you watch the movie, you'll recognize, Morris because he was one of the crazy brothers. I mean, you don't see that kind of stuff in real life, but it was great to put into a movie because hopefully we don't know anybody in real life that acts that way like that family did. That was just atrocious. And Megan is also doing some really great things. She was also featured in People magazine, looking beautiful as always. Okay. And on my thumbnail, the reason why I chose these three women is because they are changing, you know, how we view marriage in society. These women, they're moving different than our parents, our moms, women from, other generations or whatever. And they're not staying with these men. They're choosing to leave, boss up, make better decisions. And they're not staying in these lowbrow abusive relationships. And I absolutely love that for them. Okay. And I'm going to talk about this other situation very, very briefly, but there is something that I do want to share um, about the Tasha K and T.S. Madison situation. Okay, because now I'm really not a fan of Tasha K because there is no way that you fall out with absolutely everybody who you come in contact with. Like Tasha K is just so gutter snipe. And I hate to say that about another woman, but even the way she's starting to look, she doesn't even look the same, okay? Because you just can't fall out with every single person that you come into contact with. It has to be something about you, you know. And what I want people to do, I want people to stop making this an LGBTQ or, whatever the terminology is, situation or a Black woman situation and make it a situation about people, no matter what, your preference is. If you do something to me, and if I feel like I need to defend myself, I'm going to defend myself. Whether you're just a biological Black woman, whether you're a trans woman, whether you're a gay man, whatever the situation is, it's not about a gay, trans, biological woman thing. It's about a person thing because I know women that have done people dirty, biological Black women, and I know you know, gay men that has done people dirty. And I know trans women that have done people dirty. So it's not about your sexual preference or who you choose to show up, as in person. It's not about that. It's about you and your integrity. And that's what it's about. So I just really wish people would stop trying to make it about, a certain preference or whatever the case may be, and just judge people for who they are and how they show up. That's what I would like to see. So I had to touch on that. I'm not going to get too deep into it because there's really no need. You've seen it all over social media, they're back and forth. And I really feel like Tasha didn't have any beef for T.S. Madison until she invited her to come on her show when she was on Fox Soul. And I feel like Tasha has a very, very jealous heart, something like Letitia on Love and Marriage Huntsville. She has a very jealous spirit. And she's every time, she see people leveling up and she feel like, oh, if she's moving in the same circles, she feel like that should be her. And she just have a very jealous spirit. Okay. And so we have some other good news. We're going to get up off of Tasha K and her messiness. So, you guys, Melody Cherie is going to be on Shark Week, and that's on the Discovery Channel. So, Melody is out here getting her bags. And what I found out about this situation is Shark Week has been courting Melody for 2 years. 2 years ago, July 26th to be exact, and that was July 26th of 2022. Melody Cherie posted a video of this same picture that you see here, and all she said was that she got a gift from Shark Week. Now, I don't know the whole story, but from what I gather from my little research that I done is that she did a video showing that they sent her this bag, in a box with gifts or whatever the case may be. And like I said, that was 2 years ago, July 26th of 2022. Okay. So they have been courting her, maybe trying to negotiate the contract, whatever the case may be. So obviously they have had their eyes on Melody Cherie for a very long time. And Melody is getting into spaces that none of her cast members can get into. She's rubbing elbows with people that none of her other cast members will even dream about being in these spaces. So shout out to Melody Cherie for out here getting her bag. And it's just like every week is something new. She has some other movies, or not movies, but shows that she's also putting out, up under her brand, her Tilted Crown Productions, and then Nubian TV. So she's out here doing some amazing things. So shout out to Melody Cherie. And kicking it with Courtney said, Tasha is vile, but people really give TS too many passes in the name of love all people. And I totally agree with that, Courtney. I'm kind of somewhere in the middle. Like, I don't really watch either one of them. I don't watch T.S. Madison and I don't watch Tasha K. But if you want to kind of get an idea of where she's coming from, she actually popped into the live of Conscious TV. I don't know if you follow him, but occasionally I will pop on his channel because he does have some great topics every now and again. And so he was going to do a live about T.S. Madison and her beef with Tasha K. And she just happened to pop up in the chat and came on the panel. And what she had to say made a lot of sense. So I just want to stay neutral in the situation because I do feel like Tasha K came at T.S. Madison for no reason. And I feel like it was out of pure jealousy. And Tasha K also exposed, or what they call T.S. Madison's passport. So that was low down and dirty. And, of course, exposing, her old name because she said that person no longer exists. So Tasha K is very vile. I can't watch her at all, or whatever the case may be. I can't listen to what T.S. Madison has to say because a lot of the times she makes a lot of sense. But Tasha K, she always goes off the deep end. Hey, Alpha Mac on road trip. So I'm trying to support all the content creators' content. Thank you so much, Alpha Mac. I really appreciate it. Be safe out there. And thanks for stopping in. Hey, healthcare workers. How are you doing today? Hope you guys are enjoying your Saturday. And then I also, I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with Shark Tank. I was not until I seen that Melody is going to be on the show. So I did want to pull up some information about um, Shark Tank just to get a better idea of what it's about, just in case some of you guys don't know. So it says, wondering what to expect this year. And it says, one of the highlights of this week long event will be the premiere of Belly of the Beast Part 2, an intense and eye-opening show that delves into the world of great white shark feeding frenzies. You can also look forward to Monster Hammerhead Species X, a captivating exploration of a potential new species of hammerhead sharks, plus Great White Serial Killer Sea of Blood, a gripping tale of great white shark wreaking havoc in a local village. Now, for some, that might not sound interesting. I don't know how this is going to be presented. I've never watched the show before, but I am looking forward to it because I'm the type of person I like Animal Kingdom. I love animals. I love going to the zoo. Pretty much wherever I am, I'm going to go to a zoo. I'm going to go see some animals. I just came back off of vacation. And while I was on vacation, I went to Gatorland. When I was on my birthday vacation, I went to New York. I went to a zoo in New York. So I am forever going to zoos. I love animals. Love, love, love animals. And Kicking It with Courtney also said that TS also rubs me the wrong way. Tasha, too. The conversation they had was based on him being a man in a wig. I personally covered what they said. Okay. And I'm pretty sure if you covered it, I probably heard it because I am pretty much on your channel while working because I work from home every day at 10 o'clock. So, guys, Kicking It with Courtney is a content creator, so you can watch her channel. She usually goes live Monday through Friday at 10 a.m. So if you're available at that time, please check her out. She has some great topics and she talks a lot about celebrity news and hot topics as well. Oh, and healthcare worker says, I've watched Shark Tank. It's good. When is Mel going to be on, or was she already on? And that's what I don't know, healthcare worker. I just found out, I believe it was yesterday or today, probably yesterday, that she was going to be on there. So I don't think that the information is actually out there. I'm not sure where it came from, but when they said it, I kind of did a little research, so I can tell that is something that has been in the works for quite some time. Oh, and Kicking It with Courtney say, oh, not meaning a shameless plug. Oh, baby girl, you know I support you any day, all day. So you can have as many shameless plugs as you like. And then let's see. Another subject that I wanted to talk about. I'm probably not going to be able to play the video because there is music. But first, let me get this off of the screen before I forget, and you guys won't be able to see. Let's see here. I wanted to talk about, let's see, where are we gonna pull it up from? This video. And I'm gonna turn down the volume. I wanted to talk about this video with Candy Burs. And a lot of people had a lot to say. And the way I feel about the situation is that Candy always talk about the fact that she can't dance. And I've met Candy in person, and Candy has, in the past been really stiff. I will say that. So the fact that Candy know how to get a bag, whatever it takes, Candy has stepped up her dance game. It's okay to have fun. She's an entertainer. She's on stage. Like, and some of those people were coming for her, like, oh, this is why our kids act like this. And at the end of the day, it's your responsibility to raise your own kids. It's not up to a celebrity to be a role model for your kids. She has her oldest daughter is a college graduate. She's doing well. She's not doing anything outrageous in the public. So I don't see what the problem is, you know. And Candy has stepped up her dance moves. And let me just tell you, it takes a lot to be able to dance like this. I know, because I do it sometimes just for fun, you know. And I mean, you have to be in shape to be able to have some strong knees like the Megan Stallion knees. So if she's been working out and if she's been practicing on her dance move, maybe she just wanted to show them off. And she did say that Megan the Stallion sent these shorts are from her line, and she sent, you know, the girls on tour these shorts, and she just wanted to show them off and show off her dance moves. And I don't see a problem with it. Like, people really need to mind their own business, because when you come out and you say these type of things, it just kind of make you look like you're insecure. Because, you know, she knows how to be professional when it's time to be professional. She knows how to get her bag. She knows how to raise her kids, you know. So I don't see where she should be ridiculed just for a moment where she wants to have fun. She's always doing skits. Everybody knows that Candy's forever doing skits. And I mean, this is just another skit, really, if you want to know the truth. So I don't see anything wrong with it. But of course, people are always going to have something to say. But go ahead, Candy, show off your Megan Thee Stallion knees, girl. You did your thing. I ain't mad at all. I ain't mad at all. And then let me stop sharing that. So there's something else I would like to share and talk about with you guys. And hopefully I'll be able to find it, because, you know, neighborhood talk, they post like every 5 minutes. And that's where I seen it at. So shout out to them. And I want to know what you guys think about this. And hopefully you guys can see it. Please let me know if for whatever reason you can't see it.
It's not only rich people. That's not a joke.
Let's set
Okay. There are
up.
all kinds of people. There is a big Latin community here. Big. There is a African American community here on the beach. Beautiful houses. I had a house there one summer. So the Hamptons is an amazing place because it's farm meets beach meets woods, and there are all kinds of people here. It's not only rich people. That's not a joke. Okay. There are all kinds of people. There is a big Latin community here. Big. There is a African American community here on the beach. Beautiful houses. I had a house there one summer. So the Hamptons is an amazing place because it's farm meets beach meets woods, and there are all kinds of people here. It's not only rich people. That's not a joke. Okay. There are all kinds of people there.
Okay. And so basically, what she said was, what the post said, wait a minute. Bethany Frankel explains that the Hamptons aren't just for rich people. It's not only rich people. There is an African American community here as well. And some people felt a kind of way about that. And as for me, um, I grew up in a what we would call a white neighborhood. Okay. My family was the first family, Black family, to go to my elementary school. I started to see a trickle of Black families when I went to junior high school. And so I've always been in very close proximity with, you know, me being the only Black person in the room. Let's just put it that way. So my white friends, they would always make weird comments. I didn't take it personal, because you can just tell the Caucasian people that haven't been around a lot of Black people, and sometimes they just really don't know what to say. Like, they would ask me things like, is it appropriate for me to say Black, or should I say African American? Like, they would literally ask me how I wanted to be referred to. So what Bethany Frankel said did not offend me. I don't think she meant it in an offensive way. It was just something that she said, that she didn't think that she was saying anything wrong. And certain people just took it as offensive. I didn't take it that way because, again, when you're not around a certain culture of people, sometimes you don't know how to address them and you don't know what to say. And going back in the comments, guys, because it's hard for me to keep up. Kicking it with Courtney did say that Candy, she has gotten much better. Go Candy. So she noticed that Candy did step up her twerk game or dance, you know, period. And Kicking It with Courtney also said, I can't dance a lick, but if I could, I would chirk every once in a while too. That's what I'm talking about, Courtney. Because first of all, that's how I get my exercise in, is through dancercise. So I love to dance, any type of dance. I just love to dance. And I like to keep my knees in shape because you just never know when you're going to have a twerk moment. So hey, I'm always working on my knees and making sure they're doing what they need to be doing, okay? So, go ahead, Kenny. Show them what you got. And Love Scene. Hey, Love Scene Heard. How are you doing today? Thanks for stopping by. Okay. And so, yeah, I don't think what she said, was wrong in any kind of way. You know, people are very sensitive, so you just have to roll with it because at the end of the day, we could say a lot of things about a lot of people. And Love Seen Heard said, I think sometimes we have to be careful of getting offended of everything someone says. And that is absolutely true, Dee Star. Like, if you sit down and think about it, everybody has been in a situation where somebody has said something and it could have came off, you know, the wrong way. But if you really sit down and think about it, you knew that they didn't mean any harm by it. So you just let it roll off because you knew that they didn't say it in a way with malice. And Kicking It with Courtney also said, my whole family can dance, and then it's me. Okay. My entire family can dance, love to dance. So I ain't had no choice but to learn how to dance because, baby, if I wanted to have some fun at the family functions and barbecues, I had to learn how to dance as well. And Love Seen Heard also said it didn't take I didn't take it in any way either. Okay, so she's talking about what Bethany said. She didn't take it any kind of way because hey, and again, when you live in those circles or spaces or whatever the case may be, like those are probably the conversations that she's privy to. Like, that's just probably the way she was brought up, and she probably didn't see a lot of African American people at one point, and then at some point, more African American people started moving in. But from what I heard, it started off being all black, and then just like anything else, other people start moving in and taking over. And Dee Dee Star said, I love to dance too. OMG. Yes, yes, yes. It's great exercise, and it just, dancing kind of gives you swag. If you can dance or learn how to dance a little bit like Candy did, she didn't always know how to dance. It makes you feel kind of good and comfortable. So if you don't know how to dance, you can take some dance lessons, you can watch some videos, and yeah, get your dance on. Thank you. Sorry, Dee Dee Star. I don't know what you sorry for. Okay. Well, let me see. So yes, and this is what I wanted to say about um the boss chicks that you seen on. Let me go ahead and pull it back up just in case you forgot. These boss chicks, and I put them all in the same category. They were married. They decided to get a divorce and not stay in their toxic situations. So these women are out here bossing up. And I feel like boss chicks are winning. And I almost want to sing that song, Who's Bad? But I want to say Who's Mad? Because there's a lot of people mad out here because a lot of these, black women are bossing up, and these people are out here feeling some kind of way and they mad about it, because they just want women to stay stuck. You know, a lot of these men are narcissists and they just think that they can treat us any kind of way and talk to us any kind of way, and we're just going to go along with it. And the thing about it, and Didi Star said, thanks for correcting my statement, laugh out loud. But yeah, I feel like these men are mad about it because they're used to the, you know, traditional, our parents' generations where, women kind of stayed in their place. And these new women, like, they're not on that anymore. Okay. They're leveling up. They're out here making money. They're making more money than a lot of these men out here. And these men are feeling some kind of way about it. And I don't care what type of woman you are. I don't care if you're a person like Porsha and they feel like you're kind of, you get around or whatever the case may be. That's not my business. You know, when a man does it, nobody has anything to say. You know what I'm saying? But soon as a woman is out here, if she's single and if that's what she chooses to do, that's her business. When a man is single, they do what they want to do. So I don't see the problem. Everybody's not going to be a Portia. Everybody live their lives differently, but I'm still not going to feel no kind of way if a woman is single and she chooses to do whatever it is that she wants to do. That's her body. Okay. And at the end of the day, you know, I would prefer somebody to date multiple people before, they decide to settle down with one person. And there's nothing wrong with dating multiple people. That doesn't mean you have to sleep with multiple people, but I recommend anyone that's single to date multiple people at one time because at the end of the day, sometimes you don't know what you like until you get out there and you explore. You might find some hobbies that you didn't know that you like just by dating somebody and they introduce you to new things. So if you're single, hey, do your thing. There's no wrong and right way to date as long as you're single. As long as you're being safe, you know, I don't see what the problem is. And Dee Dee Star said, yes, I am glad that they are showing other women to be powerful. Exactly. And that's one of the things that people hate so much about Melody is that they're so used to women hating on each other, being jealous of each other, and things of that nature. Till when they see that a woman's getting so much love and support, people aren't used to seeing that. People are used to women being jealous of each other, not really collaborating together to come up, doing business together, So this is something new that we haven't seen. And now that we're seeing that it could be done and, us women can support each other and lift each other up and inspire each other, it's an amazing thing. And, her millimeters, her support group, whatever you want to call it, is getting bigger and bigger because women are starting to see, hey, we're out here all by ourselves. We need to support each other at the end of the day. Okay. So thanks to Melody, women are starting to, support each other more, get together in groups and just love on each other. And we have Melody Cherie to thank for that because I don't know any other fan group or whatever the case may be where people actually come together and support each other. You don't see that with the Beehives. You don't see that with the Barbs. You don't see that with no other fan group where women are coming together to support each other and have each other's back. So, we thank Melody for that because she made a way for women to come together. Yeah, we don't get along all the time. That's going to always be, there are people who have strong opinions and things like that. So all we need to do is agree to disagree and keep it moving. And I think we'll all be good. And Dee Dee Star said, facts. So I think I have covered all of my topics. And Dee Dee Star, I don't know if you was here earlier when we talked about um divorce is divorce in the black. But that's a great movie by Tyler Perry. I'm pretty sure you heard you heard Courtney talking about it on her channel. So if you haven't gotten a chance to go and check it out, please do so. I think you'll like it. It has a different spin than his other movies, and I really do think you'll like it. So go and check that out. And guys, I think that's going to be all for this video. Thank you guys for coming in. And if you're a part of the replay gang, please make sure to like the video and drop in the comments and let me know what you think about the different topics. And also, guys, love seeing her. Miss Dee Star is also a content creator, so make sure that you check out her page as well. She does great content, and she's just a really great supportive person. So I love to see her pop up in my chat, and I'm always, on her videos as well. So make sure that you go and check out her channel as well. And Dee Star also said, I want to watch so today. Okay, so she's saying that she is going to try to watch it today. And again, if you do end up watching it today, make sure you come back, drop it in the comments, and let me know what you think about it. I think you're going to like it. And I really love the fact that Megan is out here doing her thing. She has moved on from her marriage. And she's out here doing great things. She's living her life. She's back on the dating scene. And hopefully she takes her time with that and don't rush into, she's already dating, but don't get married or anything too soon until she makes sure that, that guy's a good fit, because he has showed some red flags. But for now, we're just gonna trust her judgment, and see where it goes. Okay. So again, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. And again, like the video, subscribe to my channel, and hit that notification bell so that you know each and every time I upload a video. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.